everyone. It is Monday the 18th, and I had a decent rest, but not the best because my ileostomy bag ended up leaking for the third night in a row. And by leaking, what I mean is the flange, the hardware, I'm going to show you everything in just a bit, it started to leak, which meant I had stool coming out, and it's stinky, it's messy, it's not hygienic, and I still have my wounds from the operation. So anyways, this is going to be another raw video unedited at the hospital, and it's actually going to be my first time changing my whole ileostomy bag all by myself because I want to do it. I mean, this is my life moving forward anyways, so I might as well give it a shot. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. The last 5 changes done by nurses, 2 done by Maria. I'm just going to use her name because she's awesome and I know she's going to be fine. Maria, who's the ostomy care nurse. She can do it like while sipping wine and explaining things to you, but that's just called experience, right? The other nurses, they help me out too, but I'm at a point where I gotta do this by myself, and it's in the morning. I'm actually really hungry. I'm a 5:30, 6 o'clock morning person. I still am, even in the hospital in my current stage. So bless the Lord. I guess that's just the time that I wake up and say a little prayer. Dear Lord Jesus, I haven't sinned. I haven't thought badly of anybody or anything like that. But it's because I just woke up. So help me be good. Oops, sorry. So I don't have the greatest video recording hardware here, but my phone and my lovely wife brought me this the other day, so it'll have to do. Again, it's going to be raw, unedited, and as always, I welcome questions down below, and I'll happily answer them. Don't feel like you're bothering me. As you can see, I'm always willing to share, and if you want to leave questions and comments, and I'm responding to you, it's just a way of interaction now. Okay, right, so my ileostomy, why is it so important to get a handle on it? Well, I don't have a large colon. I mean, again, I'm someone who used to drink 3+ liters of water alone a day. In fact, dare I say more than that. And it's just every 15 minutes to 30 minutes, I'm drinking something. But that's on top of eating a lot of fruits and my veggies and everything. So I'm not washing out my electrolytes. You can look online to understand how you should really be hydrating yourself. Water is good, but it's not necessarily the best way to hydrate yourself. Again, you can look this up all online and you can talk to me. It's something I learned in the 90s because of my running when I was training to become a Olympian sprinter, but that didn't happen. But it gave me the core to a lot of my sports. Here's just a little small glimpse, like that's all those numbers, which I know you can't see, is me tracking every single output from my ileostomy to my pee to make sure that I'm not being dehydrated, because at home I'm not going to have the advantage of being at the hospital to have blood work to tell me what I'm missing in my nutrition or other symptoms. So I track how much is coming out from my bag, how much liquid I'm consuming, how much pee is coming out, the color of it. The color is a telltale sign. I've seen it go darker and lighter, and every time I went darker, my creatine and the blood work had also gone up, and I started feeling a little, dare I say, pain there because the kidneys functions and stuff. Anyways, I'll talk more about that another time. Just wanted to show you that very quickly. I'm just gonna pause so then I can unwrap something and show you, okay? All right, so this is called the flange, okay? And this is all plastic wrapped right now. And what will happen is I'll cut the right hole size to be determined, kind of like using a template to put on top of my stoma to find out what hole size it is and ballpark it and custom cut it down. So I will literally do this. And that's just because I'm still pretty fresh out from surgery, and it's going to take anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks for my stoma size to not be swollen anymore and to be a set size. Once it's a set size, I can prep all this work ahead of time and not worry. So that's called the flange, and this is going to go directly onto my skin. It's held on with just an adhesive. Think of it as a very strong, overglorified Johnson & Johnson waterproof band-aid, okay? But this is why I'll leak, because my stoma will be poking out from here, and if I'm very active, as I was in the hospital, walking around a lot, still putting in about 5 to 7,000 steps, and well, normally I'm in like 15 to 25,000, but hey, we're in the hospital and I'm lacking energy, but it's good enough. Trying to avoid the blood thinner shot. Anyways, what will happen is that unfortunately, if I'm active or while I'm sleeping, well, it's going to be bare skin here. So if I have any sort of liquidy output, it kind of just seeps in there, and then after a little while, it'll come through the back and seep on out. Anyways, that's the flange, and as you'll see in a bit, this is the bag that then it's like a Tupperware and it snaps on in. Okay, so this one here I'm showing you on purpose is called a high output, and it can go to an external bag, but that's the diameter of the tube, and I'm well past this. I can't use it anymore. What I mean by that is my output is much more solid as we want it to be, and it's not liquidy, so I can't use that anymore, but I just wanted to show you guys what that is. This is a ring. Think of it as a putty ring. Anyone who does home renovation, the wax ring on your toilet, same kind of concept, is to prevent stuff from leaking out. Only that with a toilet, it's straight down, so really it's a good seal and it's not going to leak much. Whereas on me, I am upright, I'm moving and everything, and that's exactly what I meant by, it's going to be on the back here, and you'll see in just a bit, with the liquid stuck inside here, and then over time slowly seeping through and coming out, and then therefore I have a premature leak and I have to change it, like what I'm needing to do right now. Okay, for anyone who's curious, these are the brands, these are some of the numbers. Alright, I got a whole bunch of stuff ready to go. Just gonna flip the angle again. Alright, so here I'm about to expose myself to the whole world, yay. Alright, but I've covered myself. Now, if you're expecting to see a six-pack and all, I'm sorry, I'm super distended, and that's what surgery does. And, well, a good lesson that I learned out of this is careful what you pray for. I prayed to the Lord that I would get in shape and that my body would change so that I can keep up with the children and take them both backpacking. And I'll tell you, in June, mid-June, I took on my own regiment, and I bulked up to 238 pounds first, because that's what happens when you work out. But it was all muscles from 225 to 230, I think it was. And then I knocked it all the way down to 205 with a good weight and all. And I had a defined stomach, and my like footballer, rugby, shoulder, and neck all came back and everything. You can ask Janice, of course, as my wife. She loved that. I loved it too. And then, well, I kept it off for 3 months without doing much except just normal walking maintenance, during work, and a little bit of cycling and playing with the kids. And then my appendicitis hit, and then the 2 hospitalization stays, and my body just kept changing, and it's changed even more now, to the point that I even have part of my inside facing out. And well, the Lord does things in His ways, and we commit and submit and joyfully go about it. So here I am, doing the best I can with this new body, as He's broken me down and He's still in the process of making me. So, yep, this might look gross to you, but hey, this is my life now. That's the stool. So normally this would be going into my colon to extract as much as possible and get more nutrients. So now you can see the battle I have in terms of trying to get nutrients and even hydration, because drinking fluids to hydrate myself, I definitely want to stick to very isotonic fluids, so coconut water is a good one. Otherwise, I will, my lovely wife Janice has been mixing a oral rehydration supplement for me, which is like baking soda with a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, or actually, in my opinion, a lot of sugar, but because you put in 4 cups of water, it really ends up being diluted. The purpose of it is so that the body doesn't have to extract a lot out of itself to intake that fluid. So it's isotonic, a balance within, so then that way the water can be maximum absorbed. Okay, I think I'm semi-ready. Okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because it has a potential of being extremely, extremely, extremely messy. You can't have stuff inside a bag. So, let's see. I do apologize in advance. Everything here is going to look like I'm going to be very wasteful, and I'm not purposely doing that because I'm in the hospital. This, again, is a raw, unedited video of me changing this for the first time by myself. Okay, so and I'm doing it on purpose because I'm hungry, but before I simulate to my body that I'm ready to eat, which means this thing's going to be really active, the thing being my stoma. I asked the nurse for some saline solution and they gave me this instead of the bottle, so oh well, it is what it is. I'll take anything. You know what, just in case my hands are really dirty, I better get another one ready. I'm making a mess underneath me there. Clean it up later. I will pre-soak this. That got me worried. I actually ended up using more than I thought. I've got to get a third one ready. Ooh, static clean. Alright, here we go. Does it hurt when I peel it off? Yeah, because it's... If I could show you the video from up above, I guess it'd be better, but hey, we're limited in gear. Okay, we've ripped it off. So the reason why this one was leaking for sure, this is the edge right here where it's leaking, and it's too big of a flange, but we knew that. It's just last night we couldn't get a smaller one. Okay, so sorry, maybe I'll do it this way. Right here. Nope, not showing well on the video. Anyways, you can see this little nub. You know, we'll continue using the mirror. This nub right here, and then here's the band-aid bit, and it's just too close, so it leaked out. Okay, anyways, here we go. Gonna clean my stoma a little bit. So as you can see, this is my small intestine, and it's been flipped inside out, and it's what makes my stoma. Kind of cool, huh? Try to need to pick off the... Yes, there's a little bit of blood, but that's normal, you know. So if you're ever curious how your inside looks like, well, you're staring at me. Oh yeah, this is part of my incision line. It's been going well. Again, the doctor, wonderful doctor, he had tried his best microscopically to go into my colon to take it out to get the tumor, but it wouldn't come out, again, because of how attached it was to the urethra, and if he tugged anymore, he would potentially damage my kidney, which we don't want, which, oops, good thing I have the garbage can right underneath me, which my kidney did end up going into acute state anyways. I'm just checking to see how thorough I'm cleaning out my belly button, because again, it was leaking. So, you know, it's kind of funny. God never tests us beyond what we can bear. He never challenges us more than what we can do. And so I have this saying that may not be so humble, but I say it as in a way of just sharing. Sometimes I tell myself, Abraham, don't learn to do so many things. Abraham, try not to understand so many things. Because with knowledge comes great powers. Spider-Man thing. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is the more you know means the more you know, the more you need to make sure you make the right decisions. And that's true. And then the more you can do, it means the more that you should challenge yourself to not be content. When you are content, it means you're lazy sometimes, in my opinion. It's I guess it depends on the context of what we're talking about. Um, there are times that's good to be content with life, in the sense that you should not want more. You should not covet what your neighbors have, and I do not. I'm always very thankful for what I have. But yeah, let's see. Okay, I think clean is decent. You won't see it right now, but oh, what the? Hang on. What I was trying to say there. Okay, we're good. When it's active, it's like a little alien, and it turns around, and everything is really, really, really funny. Okay, so yeah, so that's a 44. Oh my goodness, that's huge. Can I be a 41? 41. That's kind of tight. So we'll do a 44. And now this is contaminated. I guess that's a good way to try. So 44. Okay. Okay, dear Lord, I didn't eat anything. I didn't drink anything. Digestive system should not be going off. Otherwise, you guys are going to get a live camera of the thing just going off. Oh, shoot. 44. Okay. Ooh, okay, so 44. What, sorry. So I'm going to follow this, and it's the outside. That's going to be 44. No! Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, that's okay. We're good. We're good. It went straight into the bucket. Huh. That's not good. It means it's enlarged. I need bigger scissors. My thumb's getting stuck. I'm glad my roommate is asleep here. His name is Brody, and I know he wouldn't mind me mentioning his name, so I am. We've been having a lot of fun together. In my last video where I was talking, he was snoring, and he was laughing at the fact that he was there. Hey, that's my nurse, Natalie. I'm live recording just in case.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm just disclosing that. Yeah.
I'll come back and check on
Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay, so there's the hole. Test fit. Yep. Okay. So I could put the ring on. I could put the ring on first, but I prefer to do it like this. And it's my body, and it's what I can do and take control. Oh yeah, come on, static. All right. So I'm just stretching it out a little bit. Okay. Went in the Sorry for little sounds, but I'm trying to be hygienic. So imagine me doing this at home. I'm obviously gonna have to do some setups to make sure it works okay. Shoot. I think, and again, no complaints to the poor nurses because it's like 3 a.m. hailing, going, I'm leaking. And then the last two, so last 3 nights in a row was leaking. Oh, right. So these changes should be good for 3 to maybe 5 days. But, oh shoot, I made it a little bit too big now. But that's okay. I'm trying to do it like this. Actually, I just realized with me recording this live like this, then I can let my ostomy nurse take a look at it and correct me on things I've done wrong. Although she's so nice, she's probably going to say I didn't do anything wrong. So I'll be begging for the critique. Okay. We are on, like that. Okay. Now, because I leaked a little bit there. Okay, should be fine. Do you think I should name my stoma? So I'm gonna put it on a slight angle. Or should I trim it? Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna put it on a slight angle. Okay, there we go, putting on the flange. Sticking on little bits of it. Removing the back tape. Here we go. For those of you who are curious, my total body weight right now is like 180, so I've managed to gain a little bit of weight back. I was down to 170 at one point, which really is not good at all. Okay, so I need to trim this so it's not on my wound. Just a little bit. Yes, my hands are shaking just a little bit. Oops, let's check that out. Shoot. Okay, I see putting it on a diagonal might not have been the best since I have to trim a little bit more. Okay, we're good. Here we go. Straight as can be. Tuck it into there. Stick it in. Here we go. Yeah. Got it. Now, I normally like the clear bag, but the hospital ran out of clear bags. When Maria's here, I'll definitely ask her for some. As you can see, it's really hard to open the spout when it's flat, so what we do is we put a bend into it, a crease. Okay, there you go. Actually, make it a little bit better. Crease it, pinch it. Okay, and then it, you know, a lot of people when we go camping, a few of you guys have messaged me, what's the best knot and everything? And yeah, I can teach you many different type of knots for camping, but honestly, just use friction, meaning if you wrap the rope around the tree 2 to 3 times, and then just tie a standard, you know, crisscross knot, it'll stay. Friction's amazing, and that's basically what will hold this in, just the 3 folds, and then like micro teeth that you just push in, and it's like a Tupperware. So I am going to not want to get my bag dirty, so let's just do that again, I know I'm sorry. It looks like I'm being very wasteful in the hospital, but I'm actually doing this again live, unedited, raw, first time, filming and explaining a little bit of what I know. And oh yeah, these little hooks here is because I can get a belt to put around my body to support it, and that's something I'll talk to Maria about to see if I can get. Oh no, did I not check if this thing fits beforehand? It has a 3, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got a 3. It should fit. Panic, panic. Oh, okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, see, I don't know if you heard that. It's like snapping it in. I'm gonna go around it, like I said, like a little Tupperware box. Ooh. Awesome. Okay, we're in. Darn it. That's a little bit. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. It's the thing is, it's a little bit too angled, so when I'm emptying, it's gonna make it a little bit harder. Ah, shoot. And of course, there has to be a little bit in there. Ah, yeah. Just quick wipe. Okay, there you go. More facing downward, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Whew. Can't quite see underneath by myself, but I can feel it. All right, there we go. Okay, I ended up not using as much material as I thought I would. I mean, it was a lot, but I guess I'll have to check that. Okay, so that's that. We're done. Thank you for watching. Questions? Ask. Ciao.